Hello everybody! My name is MJ the Tutor, and you are listening to Accounting Makes Sense, an MJ the Tutor podcast. This podcast focuses on helping accounting students all over the world by offering a quick warm-up on various accounting and business topics that hopefully leads to the generation of bigger discussions and conversation. For all those studying or thinking about doing CIMA right now, this is for you. In this episode, we explore responsibility accounting. I know, this topic is a little bit dry, but we'll spice it up a little bit by using an analogy. Think about how you'd manage to put together a music festival. We'll discover how managing revenues, costs, profits, and investments keep the show running and ensure success of the festival. So imagine yourself as the mastermind behind a huge music festival. Think Coachella, okay, or something to that effect. There's massive stages, top artists, bustling food courts, and a sea of eager festival goers. Responsibility accounting is like the backstage pass to managing this colossal event. It helps you track how well each part of your operation is performing and ensures everything comes together perfectly. So, what exactly is responsibility accounting? It's a system used to manage and evaluate different parts of a company by assigning responsibility to specific managers or teams. So, for our festival, you'd have various teams handling different aspects of the festival. One team will handle the booking of the artists, another team will manage ticket sales, another will set up the stage and coordinate logistics, and so on and so forth. Do take note, though, that responsibility accounting is not about micromanaging every detail or pointing fingers when things go wrong. Instead, it's about empowering your teams with the authority to make decisions and then holding them accountable for the outcomes. So, whether it's actually making sure your headliner has their favorite snack in their hotel or that the VIP area is perfectly organized, each team has a clear role and responsibility. Now let's dive into some key concepts within responsibility accounting. First up, let's look at cost centers. These are parts of the festival that don't directly generate revenue, but they are still crucial for smooth operations. So think about security teams or the staff handling waste management. Their job is to mainly worry about the safety and security of everyone at the festival, or maybe keeping the cleanliness of the location. Managers of cost centers are focused on controlling costs, ensuring that their spending stays within given budgets without compromising the quality of the event. Now we have revenue centers. These are a bit different from cost centers in that they focus solely on generating revenue without necessarily being responsible for the related costs. So, in our festival example, revenue centers might include areas like sponsorship and ticket sales. So, managers of revenue centers will concentrate on maximizing their revenue streams. So, this would include securing high-value sponsorships or selling exclusive VIP tickets. Next up, we have profit centers. These are the areas that directly impact the festival's bottom line by balancing both revenue generation and cost control. So it's actually a combination of the first two that we've just spoken about, right? The cost centers and the revenue centers. The manager of profit centers is responsible for maximizing the net income that their units contribute to the festival. But it's not just about bringing in money. It's about making smart decisions that also keep costs in check without sacrificing quality or customer experience. So, for instance, your ticket sales team might work on dynamic pricing strategies, adjusting ticket prices based on demand to maximize revenue, while ensuring tickets are affordable enough to maintain high attendance. Similarly, your merchandise managers might focus on offering a diverse range of products that cater to different tastes and price points, driving higher sales without overspending on inventory. Profit center managers also need to be mindful because, overall, you have to think about the festival's brand and long-term goals. It's not just about making a quick buck. They have to think about customer satisfaction, brand loyalty, and the festival's reputation. If they push too hard for a profit, like, maybe you hike up your food prices excessively, you might find you're alienating your festival goers, leading to lower attendance in future years. So it's definitely a balancing act between maximizing profit and ensuring that the festival remains a beloved event. Finally, let's talk about investment centers. These are the decision makers responsible for the festival's long-term vision and growth. Now, managers of investment centers oversee significant decisions that shape the future of the festival, such as selecting new venues, investing in cutting-edge technology, expanding the event to new locations or additional weekends. So, what sets investment centers apart is that their focus is on capital allocation. They decide where and how to invest resources to maximize future returns. So, for instance, they might weigh in the pros and cons of investing in a new state-of-the-art sound system versus expanding the festival's footprint with more stages or attractions. Each decision carries risks and rewards. So the goal is to make the investments that will enhance the festival's reputation, they attract larger crowds, and ensure long-term profitability. Now, while responsibility accounting offers clear benefits, there are also some issues and concerns to consider. One major concern is the potential for blame shifting. When something goes wrong, there can be a tendency for managers to deflect responsibility rather than address the problem. So, for example, if a stage setup is delayed, the stage team might blame the logistics team instead of working together to resolve the issue. To counteract this, it's important to foster a culture of collaboration and problem solving rather than finger pointing. Another concern is performance measurement difficulties. Sometimes it's challenging to accurately assess how well a team or department is performing, especially if their responsibilities overlap one another. So, for instance, you have a team responsible for ticket sales. They might also have a role in customer service, making it hard to isolate their performance. Clear and specific performance metrics are crucial for fair evaluation, but establishing these metrics can be complex. Additionally, there's the risk of incentive misalignment. So, if your managers are only evaluated based on their own scorecards, they might focus too narrowly on the specific area and overlook the overall goals of the festival. So, for example, you'll have a profit center manager. They might push for higher ticket prices to boost revenue, but if this leads to lower attendance, it can hurt the festival's overall success. It's essential to ensure that individual goals align with the organization's broader objectives to avoid this issue. To sum it up, responsibility accounting helps manage and evaluate performance by assigning responsibilities to different teams or departments. I hope the festival analogy has given you a clearer understanding of how this system works and why it's crucial when we manage our companies. Anyway, we've come to the end of this episode of Accounting Makes Sense. I'm your host, MJ the Tutor. Thank you for joining me today. I hope this has been beneficial to you, and I'll see you again next time. If you enjoyed the show, please hit subscribe or follow to catch the release of the next episode. You can also connect with me on various social media like Facebook, Instagram, or X under the handle MJ the Tutor. You can also visit my website at www.mjthetutor.com. Till next time, ciao for now!